bamboo. Ever since I have started this podcast, I have ended my episodes saying something of the words, and keep strong in your quest for ultimate awesome. Now, this actually, okay, that was the most difficult part. I have said that hundreds of times, and not one single person has ever asked me what the hell do I actually mean with that. Maybe because it's self-evident, or most likely because nobody cares. But here it comes anyway. What do I mean by quest of ultimate awesome, and why you should pursue it? Say hello to our friend here. Hello, friend. Another backflip. I do not have any idea of how did I came up with that. So I cannot tell you where did it came from. But I can tell you that to me, the quest for ultimate awesome, or more specifically, awesome itself, I think that is a very interesting concept because it transcends many rules, many pre-established concepts that I don't really like. Concepts like good and bad, concepts like success, concepts like worth, concepts like value. Awesome is a much better thing to pursue than success and money, because even failure can be awesome. I mean, by awesome, I mean this effect of, whoa, really? That happened? That's awesome. And once you can have that impression upon something you have done, that's awesome. Adventures are awesome. It doesn't matter if they go good or wrong. That's why I'm saying that they transcend the concept of good and wrong, good and evil, and all that kind of black and white thinking. Awesome is a new dimension of people's existence, and it's extremely neglected, to be honest, because you have to be successful, and it doesn't matter how miserable you are while being successful. As far as you get successful, that's the the mentality that is shared openly. Make yourself miserable, because at the end of the road you will have some money and luxury and bullshit that you're not gonna know how to use, because all your life all you know is how to be miserable. Now, being miserable might be one stage of an awesome quest. All right, it's actually a completely necessary part of an awesome quest. But is that you are suffering for the motive something that you consider is awesome or not? You see, awesome also involves a bit of fun, and involves a bit of fun, which I also think that is wildly forgotten. Life should be fun, and slightly uncomfortable to other people. Like my hypnosis mentor says. Now, quest for awesome. Yes, it somehow entails that awesome is at the other side of that quest, but well, I actually say ultimate awesome. That leads me to share a bit of how do I think. I believe that I'm very plastic with my beliefs. And actually you are too, you might not know, but it's a skill. For example, perfection and the ultimate this and the ultimate that, it is unachievable, I know, but it's like a lighthouse. And I consider it that. But also I know that it's a lighthouse that is right beneath the rainbow. Cannot be achieved. I don't strive, I don't stress for the fact of not being ultimate and perfect. But I use it as a mold of where I'm going, what do I want to achieve. That's why I say ultimate awesome. You strive to perfection, you strive to improvement for the sake of it. Now, when I say this, the quest for ultimate awesome, I think that feeling awesome also goes beyond feeling sad or happy. Is another flavor. Is have this whoa moment, which I guess that every person who has ever gotten to a hardcore hardstyle festival in the Netherlands will know. Whoa! That's the feeling. That's awesome. And that's of course one event, but man, to teach bears tricks in the name of science, that's awesome. To save koalas from the wildfire, that's awesome. You know, awesome is not either about action and party but is about touching the difficult, touching the improbable, dancing with impossible, rebellion, live rebellion, healthy one, with motive, with cause, with meaning. Do you think that your life is awesome? Do you think, are you doing something that represents you so much that you actually forget there is other people in this world? That's what I mean. Can you forget about your past for a second and think about doing something awesome, out of the ordinary, cool, wow. Going to somebody and be and say that thing that everyone wants to tell him, but nobody dares. You be that person, that's awesome. And we know this. Yes, is that silent around here? I've always thought that the forest takes falls asleep while the winter. The same way that we sleep in the night, we can. Then the forest rests in the winter. Where do we go? Towards awesome. Because you can have an awesome relationship. You can have an awesome time at work. You can have an awesome hobby. You can walk in an awesome way. You can fail in an awesome way. You can even die in an awesome way. What is awesome to you? What does create this feeling of admiration in others and in yourself? Look at your past. When have you said, oh, that was cool when I did that? Do more of that and less of whatever makes you miserable, at least once a day. That's like a nice tip. To me, what I struggle with sometimes, and you might struggle too, so that's why I'm saying it, is that I simply forget. I simply forget that there's only one life, one experience, this right now, here, and I forget about it. And I forget that ultimately, whatever miserable moment you're experiencing now is not fucking worth it. It cannot be worth it at all, because you don't have any other more second to feel good, to feel awesome, to do anything. It's gone. And I forget about this constantly. I forget about this because pain, stress, forget about this because the weather. We haven't talked about the weather. It's cold. Oh, listen, I love the reverb. Let's see if you hear this. Woo! I want to say that, to me, awesome is a value, because I might be the only striving for it, but if you want to be a good person and you have good person as a value, it's gonna suck when you understand that you are hurting other people without even knowing it. It's gonna suck when you understand what is the actual nature of evil and how much does that affect you. It's gonna suck to understand that there is just that much that you can possibly do to be a good person. And the same comes with money, and the same comes with success. Fuck, I hate, I really despise that word, is so overused. Whatever you call success, awesome seems to me to transcend a bit all those toxic edges of those values. Of course, you can have those values without being toxic, with a little bit of maturity, but I like awesome more. God damn it. Everything is so serious, which is something I also fall prey to. I take things way too seriously. And I take them way too seriously because I know they hurt. And I know that hurt is also infinite, or can be. Things like fear, things like pain, things like stress, they can be very, very serious, dead serious actually. But that doesn't mean that you have to always be like Jordan Peterson. Just chill out. Jordan Peterson is awesome too, but too serious sometimes. You gotta be careful with psychedelics. No, just kidding. I will totally clip that out. I'm totally losing my mind now. Also, a part of breaking a bit the ice of seriousness, also reminds me to, it reminds me to be a bit more relaxed about whatever disgusting situation I might be living. And it reminds you also to be a bit crazy. And I think that this edge of unpredictability, what's called this? Unpredictability makes a lot of sense. Makes your life a bit more awesome. Not too much though, because then you get engulfed by chaos, but a bit, an edge. You have nothing to do this weekend, but you have some money that you have set aside, so instead of going to the bar, you decide to take a flight to a country that you have never thought about going. That's unpredictable. That's adventure. If you do that and you tell your friends, what are they gonna say? That's awesome. And when you tell your kids, what are you gonna say? That's awesome. And when you tell yourself, I say, what am I doing? You're gonna say, wow, that's awesome. That's the feeling I'm striving for. That's the feeling I want to instaurate into this world. And I invite you to think about it and choose by yourself whether you want to or whether you don't want to be strong in your quest for ultimate awesome. Bye. Way. Yes. Easy. Whoa. Jordan Peterson, but too serious. Be careful.